Hey friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller. That means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, and I sell them online, usually on eBay, sometimes on Poshmark. Today is Monday, January 22nd, and I'm shipping out my weekend sales. So these are items that sold Saturday and Sunday. My furnace is going to be on in the background, but it's cold here in the Midwest, so I have 16 items that are going out for a gross sales amount of $357.01. Stick around to the end because I will tell you what my total profit is for these 2 days for this weekend. Last week, well, let me give you a little backstory. I'll try not to take too long. I have been switching out my inventory. So I've been doing an audit and taking out old things, things that don't have high sell-through rates, and I've been switching over to a SKU system. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, a SKU system versus my bin system. So I'm in the middle of that process. It takes a long time and it takes longer for everything, which is kind of unfortunate. But in the process of that, I have this pile right here is like from the floor, and that's the second shelf. So, you know, I have lots of things that I'm getting rid of, and I was like, I don't want to just, you know, cart these off to the thrift store. I do have a consignment sale that I use for our personal items as well as other things that I find thrifting and, you know, things that I've audited out. So, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna run all of these items on an auction and see what happens. So I have 60 items there. I listed 60 items on auction, started at $4.96. I don't know. Most of my items I get for like $2, $3, sometimes $5. So I figured I would, you know, at least not be losing money if I started at that $4.96, about $5. I had 6 items sell. 2 have not paid. Is that right? I had 7 items sell. 1, 2. I had 6 items sell. 2 have not paid yet. So I have 4 of those auction items that I am sending out. So the first one, and they all did sell just one bid, $4.96 plus shipping. So this is Susan Bristol, is that right? And this is a vintage Christmas cardigan. It's really pretty. I don't know why it didn't sell. I think it's cool. Very like grandma core, you know. But it sold in my auction for $4.96 plus shipping. Now, I'm not really sure what happened, but some of the shipping is like insanely high. I do calculated shipping, so I don't set the number. eBay does, based on the size of the box, the weight of the box, and how far it's going. So I know, you know, what the size and shape of the box are, but I don't know how far it's going to go because I don't know who's going to buy the item. So if eBay calculates that for me, it just makes it a little more, I don't know, accurate, I guess, maybe. But then eBay also gives us a discount. I don't know if eBay gives the discount or if the USPS gives the discount. Either way, the discounts seemed to be larger last night when I was printing my labels than they were previously, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. I did end up making some money on the shipping. That doesn't happen often, but sometimes I make, you know, some money. Anyway, I bought this sweater at my favorite thrift store about a year ago. 2 years ago, sorry. 2 years ago, my profit ends up being $5.81. Would usually use a Tyvek mailer to mail something like this. but for some reason I don't have any tie-back mailers, and I'm not really sure why I haven't gotten any yet. I have ordered them from the post office, but just haven't come yet. So I'm using boxes, which to me is not ideal. I feel like that is not as great for the environment. It does up the weight, but I mean, that's not making it over my 2 pounds, so. All right. Oh, helps if I put the label on. Okay. Next item also sold on the auction. I'm doing all the auction items first. And it's TK Axle. I don't know, it's pair of jeans. It looks very Y2K to me. They have like stuff on them. Yeah. You know what I forgot to tell you is the sell-through rate and the average sale price of the Christmas cardigan. So I'm gonna do that real fast because I took the time to look it up. The average sale price is $29.42 and a 30% sell-through rate. For these jeans, the average sale price is $15.43 and 21% is the average sale price, or the sell-through rate. So these sold on auction again for $4.96 and a total of $17.46. I don't know why the shipping is so high like that, because it certainly like didn't charge me that much for shipping. It charged me about half of that. I'm not really sure what's happening. Anyway, these I bought 16 months ago at a Salvation Army rummage sale. My average cost of goods was 45 cents. So we don't have a Salvation Army store in our town. So the church does a rummage every quarter, at least 3 times a year. Maybe they don't do a winter quarter. But they do like a bag sale. It's always super cheap. I always find really great things. And sometimes I take chances on things like these jeans that I know nothing about. Anyway, my profit ended up being $9.64. Yeah, see, I made with my low cost of goods there. And then also just the fact that I don't know what's happening with the shipping. Hopefully they don't come back and like charge me more. I've not ever really had that happen. Sometimes I will get extra charges. Okay, I gotta use tape. I'll just use these. Sometimes I will get extra charges if I haven't weighed properly. But honestly, usually what happens is I haven't weighed properly and I usually over guesstimate. Is guesstimate a word? And usually they'll give me money back because I've, you know, like charged for 12 pounds and it's only, or 12 ounces and it's only 8. So I don't often have a hard time with calculated shipping. This is another vintage sweater, but this is just Chico's, and oh, it's very colorful. It's kind of fun. I like it. It's a cardigan. Chico's cardigans have an average sale price of $17.28 and an 11% sell-through rate. This again sold for $4.96 plus shipping. Total again of $17.46. Where are these going? Iowa. That's not even that far. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, where did I get this one? At the bins. So I bought this at the Goodwill outlet 2 years ago. If you're unfamiliar, the Goodwill outlet has big, giant blue bins that you dig through. And only by a pound. So sweaters, my bins charges $1.79 per pound. 2 years ago, they probably didn't, but I think it was $1.39 when I started going there. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I gotta do both sides of this box. Okay. The boxes are not making this a quick process for me today. I really need to get some Tyvek mailers. Unfortunately, the Tyvek mailers are the only mailers that are not like flat rate that I'm aware of. There's the flat rate envelopes, the flat rate beagle envelopes, the flat rate padded envelopes. I think that's it. Don't have any other options. So my profit on this sweater is $6.05. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I had two navy sweaters right together and I freaked out because I thought that I was missing one. All right, this is a loft sweater. When I first started, Loft would sell for me like for $15 pretty easily, and then it kind of stopped selling. So this is a sweater. It's kind of an open knit. I don't know if you can see my hand through there. I don't know. It's pretty basic. I think it's just cotton. It might even have acrylic in it. Really, really basic. Loft sweaters have an average sale price of $15.35 and a 13% sell-through rate. So this, you know, like I said, sold. I'm gonna do this a different way. Sorry, sold on the auction for $4.96 plus shipping, so a total of $13.26. See, why is that one? That one's going ground. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I'm using recycled poly mailers. I have a bunch of them right now, and I'm trying to just get rid of them, honestly. So, I love using recycled materials. Uh-oh. Sirens. Something's going on in the town. It's pretty early for that, though. Well, I guess sirens go off all the time. What was I saying? Oh, I bought this 13 months ago at a local thrift store for $2.37. My profit on it is $2.52. Uh-oh. I bubbled the barcode. That's not ideal. All right. Jeez Louise. Quite the pile here, and it's just falling all around me. Navy sweater number 2. Now, this did not sell in the sale. Excuse me. This, however, sold for very cheap. And you're going to hear the sell-through rate or the average sale price and go like, Jen, what did you do? But, okay. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater. Polo Ralph Lauren. It's made in Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure it's vintage. It's like a chunky knit. So those three things together give an average sale price of $70.11 and a sell-through rate of 60%. Okay, now hear me out. I stain treated this, and it's hard to tell on video, but there is a huge thing right in the front of like a light discoloration. The other thing is it's very plain. I mean, it's just a navy sweater. So the ones that are like high of a chunky knit, and this isn't very chunky. It's just like a little chunky. I don't know. Maybe it's more like a thick knit than chunky knit. It's probably even better. Anyway, the ones that sell for a lot of money are very ornate. They have things on them. They have, you know, patterns and not drawings, but, you know, yeah, they're very ornate. This is very plain. It had a big giant stain. I sold it for $6 plus shipping. I think I had it listed for like 15 or 20 and somebody offered me 6. If something is stained like that, usually I will just not even worry about it, and I'll put it back in a thrift pile, or I don't know. There's like some recycling programs that I'm trying to look into, like clothing recycling programs. But when the sell-through rate is that high like that, sometimes I'm gonna try it. So I guess it was worth it to, you know, just somebody else is gonna do something with it, maybe wear it, maybe not, I don't know. They paid a total of $18.45. So really good deal for them. I bought it at a church sale a couple months ago. I just listed it about a month ago. But my average cost of goods was $1.69 at that church sale. Man, these boxes are killing me today. Seriously, when are my tie bags going to show up? Maybe I should just go into the post office and ask. I don't have anywhere to go today. The last time I did that, they only gave me 2 of the things that I asked for, so it wasn't really worth it. Other than I had like one in my hand that I was using that I needed to mail out, so they gave me 1 and 1 extra. I was like, I'll take as many as you can give me. 1 more. It's okay. Let's see. Did I give you all the information on this? Polo, Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren, most of the Ralph Lauren brands I think sell pretty well. $5.81 was my profit. Okay, so now we're getting into the things where I made a little more profit. Oh, for love. All right. I mean, I'm not getting rich over here. Just putting a little extra money in my family. This is another vintage cardigan. This one is the brand Separate Issue, and it's made in China, which is not ideal, but I did buy this one quite a while ago, I think. I don't have the time that I bought it on. I'm in the process of switching everything over. I already told you about my bins, but I'm also switching my spreadsheet over to Vendoo. So I'm gonna lose a lot of my like times for a bit, because I don't, maybe there is a way, but I don't know how other than to manually put it in like the date I bought it. I don't really want to do that. I'm already spending a lot of time doing other things, so I am putting my cost of goods into Vendo and where I bought it, because I can do that pretty easily with a tag, and I kind of have to put my cost of goods in. I bought new lint rollers, but I'm sitting here delinting by hand. Sometimes I feel like that works better. Okay. All right. So, vintage, and I added the embroidery because I had that embroidery on it. So vintage cardigans that are embroidered have an average sale price of $30.30 and a 21% sell-through rate. It's not ideal, but it's okay. I'm gonna grab some more boxes. So this sold for $15 plus shipping, so a total of $25.05. And I bought it at the Salvation Army rummage store for 26 cents. And my profit's $13.26. Just get more stickers on there and we're good to go. This is probably the next one. Probably the one that sold the fastest. So, yeah, sold in 3 days. This came from the bins. This was on my Christmas bins haul, Christmas Day. This is a Wilson's leather skirt. It has this, you know, lace up thing, zip up in the back. It is a plus size 16. I don't think it should be a plus size, but don't get me started on why we label. Anyway, never mind. It has tags. New with tags, that's good. I bought it at the bins, like I said, for about $2 probably, actually even a little less than that, maybe $1.50. I deal with my cost of goods at $2. I don't know why I'm wrapping my stuff up usually, but here we are. So, Wilson leather mini skirts have an average sale price of $24.95 and a sell-through rate of 22%. Mine sold for $30 plus shipping, like I said, in 3 days. So a total of $36.65. See there? That seems to be a more appropriate shipping cost. I'm not sure what's happening. Anyway, my profit on this is $23.87. There we go. Okay. So what did I want to tell you? Oh, so I wrap all my items in tissue paper and I use a little thank you sticker. And when I'm not using recycled materials, if it's going Ground Advantage, I use 9, I think they're 10 by 14 poly mailers. I buy all of that on eBay. Or not eBay, I'm sorry, Amazon, and I really just buy like the cheapest one possible. So, if you're interested in any of that, that is that information. These are Under Armour performance pants. So there's Under Armour. So they're like the, I don't know, like stretchy performance material. They're tan. I don't know what else to say about them. I added golf. I added athletic. I'm not super great with keywords, but those are the ones that I did add. Under Armour performance pants have, for men, have an average sale price of $17.75 and a 37% sell-through rate, which is great. $20 is what these sold for, plus shipping, so a total of $28.30. And sorry, I just need to figure out. Okay, that's Ground Advantage. feel like I just went, I don't know. I think that's gonna fit in there. We're gonna try it. I bought these for $5 at a Goodwill. I found like a bunch of performance pants, I think is when I got those. Anyway, my profit is $12.96, and that's, you know, largely due to the fact that I paid $5 for these and not like $2 for them, right? That is okay. Oh my word, watching paint dry. Hopefully not, but I can't believe it's too terribly exciting. All right. Next item is Chico's. This is Chico's Zenergy. I was trying something different with my lights, but I don't think it helped. Okay, Zenergy by Chico's. This is just like a little t-shirt, sweatshirt. It has some silver stripes in there. I've had this for, I want to say at least 9 months. I don't have it, I don't have the exact. Anyway, I searched Chico's, Chico's sweatshirts in tops. Goodness, sorry. They have a 15, no, yeah, the average sale price is $15.63 with a 28% sell-through rate. I don't know, I get excited about Chico's like when I find it, and I don't think it actually sells very well for me. Maybe it does. I need to look at the information. Anyway, this one sold on Poshmark for $15, which is right on with the average sale price. I am using a recycled padded flat rate for this. I bought it for $1.50 at a not local but semi-local thrift store. It's a town about, I don't know, 40 minutes from me. And I was going, I don't know, there's a little thrift store that has been really good every time I've gone. It's just like just far enough that I don't go very often. My profit on this little Chico shirt is $10.50. Ooh. All right. This is Torrid, which I do think sells well. There's Torrid. This is a size 2, which is a 2X. If you find like 5s and stuff. Anyway, this is a little swing tank. It has hearts on it, which I'm almost positive sold for Valentine's Day because we're right at about that timing. Where someone would be, you know, looking for something for Valentine's Day. Torrid novelty tank tops have an average sale price of $11.19 and a sell-through rate of like 8%. Like I said, I think I sell Torrid pretty well. Mine sold for $17.91 plus shipping. The shipping was $23.76. Off. There we go. I'm gonna buy this. Oh, I bought this at my favorite thrift store. There were actually like 2 little novelty tank tops, and I thought, you know, I'll just bought them together, and then they ended up being different sizes. My favorite thrift store is generally really, really cheap, but for some reason, this was not as cheap as it normally is. It was $1.75. I mean, that's still not a lot. My profit was $12.57. So when I'm telling you my profit, that on eBay, that's after fees and shipping and my cost of goods. I do have other expenses like shipping supplies and other things. So that's not my actual profit, if that makes sense. So this is a robe. No idea how to, whew, pretty. It has like lace details, lace around the midriff, and it is like a florally lace. It's pretty. Anyway, the brand is Valerie Stevens. I don't know, it's satin. It has the belt, which is really, really important when you're selling a robe. I don't know very many people who want a robe without a belt. Anyway, Valerie Stevens satin robes have an average sale price of $22.54. I had it listed for $29, I think, $30 on Poshmark. Somebody sent me an offer for $15. I did go ahead and look at comps again because I do like to try to be close-ish most of the time on comps. And it seemed like when I was checking on eBay that 15 seems pretty reasonable. So I'm not really sure where that 22 came from because there were a lot actually selling for like 12. Anyway, sold for 15 on Poshmark. I spent less than $2 for it at the bins about 5 months ago. My profit is $10 exactly. All right, so I have some Converse. I did a really good soak on these. These are a kid size, I think. Yeah, kid size, 5.5. Anyway, these, so Converse just in general have an average sale price of $15.23. There are some Converse styles that sell for more. There are some Converse styles that are so oversaturated, they're never gonna sell. I'm not good at knowing which is which. So these did seem like they had a pretty decent like sell-through rate and stuff. They did sell for $20.50 plus shipping on eBay, so a total of $31.95. They paid $11 in shipping. For priority shipping, that's about right. I bought these again at the Salvation Army rummage sale. I really only have a few places that I go. Give me a tell. About 10 months ago, my profit is $17.96. I am gonna add some like that. I have these in a shoebox, and I'll just add some like stuffing to this and tape that up. All right, this skirt, I don't know. Brand is Premise. It's new with tags. It's $48 new, which is, I mean, that's significant. It's like a stretchy pencil skirt. I don't know. I bought it because it was super cheap. It was 26 cents at a Salvation Army rummage sale. So lots of Salvation Army rummage sale items today. Never sad about that. The average sale price on this was $9.71 at a 5% sell-through rate. I took an offer for $10 plus shipping. My let's see, hold on. Let me find they paid $16.70 and my profit's $8.19. Not terrible, that's for sure. These are some sweatpants. They are Adidas. Yeah, still with the sliding. Okay, well, note to self, the thing I did differently did not help. Anyway, these are like kind of a wide leg sweatpants. They're very thick, which is nice. All right, so these Adidas sweatpants have an average sale price of $17.51. No, $16.51. I cannot read numbers. And a 32% sell-through rate. That's pretty decent. When I'm not shopping, I try to shoot for 20%, but, or 25% rather. You can tell. I don't always hit that. Anyway, these sold for $25 on Poshmark. And I bought them at the bins like a year ago. So I think I need to put these in a box. That's annoying. Okay. When you're shipping on Poshmark, you can use any priority mailing boxes, tags, everything. Any that you want, as long as it doesn't go over 5 pounds. So we should be plenty good here. Sometimes the adhesive doesn't stick, especially it's pretty cold here out in my garage. I'm not at all like in danger out here. It's not that cold. It's like 45. Feels chilly. Feet are a little cold this morning, but it's my fault. I didn't put shoes on. I usually wear my slippers out. I'm not barefoot. I have like wool socks on. But still, that seeps through, you know? Yeah. Anyway, when my adhesive isn't sticking, I just add these priority mail stickers to my boxes. It helps them stay shut. And I think eventually when the adhesive heats up in a truck somewhere. You know what? I bet they don't heat those trucks. There's no way. Okay, anyway. The profit on those sweatpants, if I didn't say, was $18. I probably didn't say because I don't feel like I'm a mess this morning. Wow, this is getting to be long. All right, thumbs up if you like long videos. These are Adriano Goldschmied jeans. They're the Tomboy crop. They're really tiny, like a 25, which is, in my opinion, little. Adriano Goldschmied jeans, I just searched very basic jeans. Have a average sale price of $23.68 and an 8% sell-through rate. This was a pair I bought 2 years ago. No, let's see, it was 15 months ago. I went to Durham, North Carolina, and I went thrifting while my husband was at a conference. And I got excited because I had never found Adriano Goldschmied before. And I spent too much money. I mean, like $4.38 was my average cost of goods. These sold for $17 on Poshmark after fees and my cost of goods. And I do have a shipping discount on this one because you can do that on Poshmark. My profit's $7.20, which, you know, after 15 months isn't a great profit, but it's one of those learning moments. Sometimes you just gotta have learning moments. All right, we're getting to the end here. This is a coat. This is Columbia. It is, here we go. Here's a Columbia label for you. Columbia, it is one of those, it's called an interchange because you can zip out the like fleece lining. This, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice coat. This was mine, ours, like one of my kids, you know? Yeah, so let's see. I'm not entirely sure. It's like play condition because it's pretty beat up. And I don't know why, but like Columbia kids coats just have an $18.49. Okay, the average sell price is $18.49. I'm like getting confused. And a 13% sell-through rate. Somehow mine sold for $28.61 plus shipping. They paid a total of $40. So I don't really know what happened there. I don't know if it's because mine did have the fleece lining in it, if I did it that way. Mine was also like a teenager, more size. It was like a 14, although my teenagers don't fit in a kid size 14 anymore. But a bigger size, I guess, a bigger kid size. I'm not really sure. I mean, it might be why it took so long to sell, because I probably just overpriced it. It took a year to sell. I don't know. It was ours, so I had no cost of goods into it, and my profit is $24.45. I'm gonna shove that into this box here. But my total profit for the weekend was $188.79. A lot of little profits adding up to, you know, something decent. My goal is $67 a day for a total of $2,000 a month. I'm in the process of changing that goal, but I'm not there yet, so. All right, if you've gotten to the end, make sure you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and leave a little emoji for me in the comments if you haven't commented already. I love to chat with you down there, and yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon.